In the heart of the frozen wilderness, where temperatures plunge to -35, every step forward is a battle against nature itself. I've been searching for shelter for hours. The storm is getting worse. If I don't find refuge soon, this glacier will become my grave. And then I see it. A cathedral of ice, carved by centuries of wind and time. And within it, darkness. An opening, a cave. The cave goes deep, much deeper than I expected. This isn't just a shallow shelter. This is something ancient, something forgotten. This is perfect, protected from the wind, structurally sound, and large enough to build something real. This abandoned cave will become my home. The structure is stable. The ceiling has natural ventilation. The walls are thick enough to insulate against the cold. All I need to do is transform this frozen tomb into a warm refuge. In the Arctic, nothing is wasted. Everything has purpose. This frozen wood will become warmth. These stones will become foundation. This ice will become home. The hardest part of survival isn't fighting nature. It's working with it. Transforming what seems hostile into what becomes home. Let's begin. Every strike of the axe echoes through centuries-old ice. This glacier has stood here for thousands of years. Today, I'm giving it new purpose. Simple things become miracles out here. Hot water, warmth, shelter from the wind. These are not luxuries. They are the difference between living and merely surviving. The cave entrance becomes a threshold. Outside, chaos. Inside, order. The boundary between wilderness and home. By nightfall on the first day, the transformation has begun. What was empty and abandoned now has purpose. What was cold now has warmth. But this is just the beginning. The first night is always the test. Will the fire stay lit? Will the cold creep back in? Will the shelter hold? These are the questions that keep you awake. But fatigue is stronger than fear. As I drift toward sleep, I can hear the wind howling outside. But inside this ancient ice cave, I am warm, I am dry, I am safe. Tomorrow, I'll make it even better. But tonight, I survive. Day 2. The storm has passed. The sky is clear. And I realize something profound. I don't want to leave. This cave isn't just shelter anymore. It's becoming home. And today, I'll make it permanent. Morning tea in an ice cave. 6 months ago, I would have called this suffering. Now, this is peace. This is clarity. This is exactly where I need to be. I write now not about survival, but about life, about choice, about finding home in the most unlikely places, about transforming cold into warmth, empty into full, abandoned into cherished. They say home is where the heart is, but I have learned home is where you decide to build it, where you pour your effort, your creativity, your intention. This abandoned ice cave accepted my vision, and together we became something neither of us were before. I came to the glacier searching for adventure. What I found was much deeper. I found that home isn't a place you find. It's a place you create. And sometimes, the most beautiful homes are born from the coldest, most abandoned places.